Hello, 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 Rose's Melody here, and actually today I have a little bit of a tutorial. I've gotten at least one question on how I got the TOME oldRPG pack working somewhat properly. So I figured, you know what? I'll just show you. So, actually it's kind of interesting how it works, and yes, I have way too much stuff on my hard drive, shut up. So first, now I'm using the Steam version of TOME, but this will also work with the just the downloadable version from the site. So I just go through my Steam install folder, open up Tales Maj'Eyal, game, modules, TOME gfx.team, and actually you'll notice if I right click I get my 7-zip dialog. Because it's really just a data file. I'm going to dump this onto my desktop once I find the desktop. We're just going to pull that out there. Come on. Actually, while that's going, I'm going to pop over to my downloads folder because I have the oldRPG pack right here, tome-oldRPG_0. That is also that's also an archive, so I'm just going to start that unzipping too. And now we wait. It won't take that long, honestly. It's taking longer than I want it to. Normally while this is going, I go like watch Let's Plays or something, but I'm not going to be doing that in a video. Oops. So we get to watch a progress bar. Usagi says hi. I love this mouse cursor. I hope you can actually say it. Come on. And the result you're going to get off of this, by the way, it's going to be different than what I currently have because I've done some editing of the tile set. I can't distribute it because, frankly, it's not my work. It wouldn't be ethically right or legal. I'm basically combining two other people's work into something that works together. So I can't actually distribute this, but I can tell you how to do it for yourself. Thankfully, for some of the stuff, I have Photoshop actions. Okay, good. The oldRPG one's done extracting, and there we go. Back to my desktop, we have these two folders. Data. And Overload. The Overload folder is the oldRPG folder. Now, if we look in the data file, you'll see we have a whole bunch of folders here, as well as if we go in data, we have GFX, overload data GFX. We have a whole bunch of stuff here. The part I'm most interested in is, so if you go in the oldRPG folder, have all this stuff. So we want to go to Shock Bolt, and the stuff I tend to grab is terrain. Actually, I'm going to just grab everything. It won't hurt anything. Just going to grab everything. And I'm going to copy it over. Now it's going to ask if I want to replace the existing files in there. No, I want to skip everything that already has a counterpart. Because that means I'm not going to be sitting there trying to... It basically means I'm only going to get the files that don't exist in the oldRPG pack already. Come on. And I'm just using a separate copy program because it runs a little faster than Windows default copy, and yes, I know my CPU temperatures are a bit high. I need to work on the cooling a bit. Oh well. Actually, while that's going, I'm going to really quickly do a quick move of stuff because I didn't think ahead to do this. We're just going to We're just going to pull that out there. Go. Are you still going? Yeah, you're still copying. Basically what I'm doing is I'm removing my own oldRPG folder to my desktop just so I can show you how this actually works properly. As you can tell, I have several mods open. Woohoo! But yeah, most of the stuff here is actually going into the terrain folder and into the terrain folders and stuff, which is exactly what I want. And you can tell if we say look at grass world map, we have a whole bunch of grasses there. A whole plethora of grass here. Da, 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 da. I could have sworn there was another. I was sure that it actually had the proper world map stuff for the grass. Because I did tell it to only overwrite stuff that there already wasn't. Ah, here it is. Okay. Yeah, you'll see here we have some grass edging here. And also in the terrain folder there's just some grass sitting around somewhere. I know it's there. I've seen it. Grass! Basically, to do all the different grasses and stuff, I just sat there, opened up Photoshop, and changed colors. I did a bunch of copying over stuff here, and is that done? No, it's not done yet. I'll be back when all the copying's done. Alright, that was about as exciting as watching paint dry. So now that I have everything copied into one... That's not the right folder. Now that I have everything copied into one folder, into this overload folder here, it is time for us... Just let me check something really quick. Okay, yeah, it looks the same. So I wanted to know. Alright, now that we have everything copied over into the one folder, we need to go back into your Steam apps. Common. Tales of Maj'Eyal. Game. Now you go into the add-ons folder. I actually have a shortcut I threw up here because yay Windows 7. Now this part's important. You want to create a new folder and you want to call it TOME / whatever basically. I'm just going to call it oldRPG demo. And then you grab this overload folder. Wait, you want to grab this overload folder, and you'll also get an init.lua file. You want to move both those into your new folder. And I'll be back in a moment. Well, that took forever. But as you can see, we now have it in this TOME oldRPG demo thing. And you know, you can go into the Lua file and edit stuff. I pretty much don't bother. I mean, in my own personal version, I've edited it, but but you don't have to. Plus, so long as I don't like edit the short name, it won't. Basically, if you start a game with a mod, you have to continue that game with that mod installed, even if it's just a tile set. And the short name, I believe, is what determines what mods you have installed. But now we are just going to launch up the game. There we go. If you look in the overload file, graphics, terrain, oldRPG, terrain, you're gonna probably have to do what I did, and I just grabbed, first of all, I used these grass files here, but I also just grabbed the three major grass files here, copied them over, and then I copied them into the various grass folders, and then in the case of this one, I just made this whole set, and then ran the entire thing, and then ran the other 3 sets through Photoshop Actions, basically, just to make the color variations. So if you went into mine, for example, all my colors would match up, and all my grasses would be the same kind of grass. But that's not what I'm showing you how to do. I'm showing you how to combine the folders. And I've done that now. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Bye!